Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money.
Hi, and welcome back to Mixed Tag Team. I'm Kay,
And I'm Darren.
and we're here to talk to you about last night's SmackDown.
Was quite a packed SmackDown last night. We're kind of used to, your standard SmackDown, some decent matches, but we had some surprises last night. So it was a great show, really.
Yeah.
A really great show.
I agree. We started out with John Cena coming out, and just to thank the fans and appreciate the fans, which I thought was great. In Chicago.
Chicago, yes. It was a hot crowd last night.
It was.
Chicago.
They were on
Chicago's
fire.
always a hot crowd, though. So.
They are.
And there was talk that this might be John's last SmackDown
Ever, which is wild.
Yeah.
So John Cena, SmackDown in Chicago, just came out. He's like, I don't have a script.
Yeah, I got nothing going on. I'm just going to have fun tonight.
Yeah.
So.
And then Sami Zayn.
She loves her Sami
I
Zayn.
love Sami.
He come out and he was kind of like thanking, from all the boys in the back, thanking John for all he'd done over the years, and then thanking him personally for what he'd done for him, because when John Cena years ago was doing his U.S. Open challenge that he did when he had the U.S. Championship, Sami Zayn that was his first match on WWE, was challenging John for that title. Of course, John kept it because Sami wasn't really known that well back then, and John Cena's John Cena, So Sami actually asked permission to start the Sami Zayn U.S. Championship Open Challenge with John's permission, and John said, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Keep the tradition going." And then Sami basically said, "I'd like you to be the first challenger for it," and that's what we got. We got John Cena versus Sami Zayn.
And I thought it was a good match until
Yeah, the match was awesome. John Cena was he was stealing
till
moves
everybody's
left and right.
moves. I think he was
Everybody's
pulling a Logan Paul.
Yeah, he
from
did an
Clash of-
angle slam on him.
Yep.
He did a go to sleep. He tried to do an RKO, but Sami stopped that from happening. So
Yeah, he
so,
wasn't,
so Randy's safe. His move wasn't stolen. So, but yeah, great match. Back and forth, a lot of near falls. It was really action packed. But then we had a surprise.
Yes, we did. And it wasn't the surprise I thought it was going to be. I thought that Solo Sikoa and the family was going to come out,
Yeah,
the MFTs, but
that would have made sense, but that would have been not as great as what we got, though, because the Beast, Brock Lesnar, makes his return. So after he squashed John the last time they were together, he kind of did the same thing this time, except he gave Sami an F5 as well. So,
an F5.
because he just don't care. He'll beat
He's
up whoever's in the ring.
F5 Cena twice.
Yeah, Cena twice. Then we got a little backstage thing. Brock's walking and says, "I'll see you at WrestlePalooza, bitch." And then we got the graphic. Yes, it's official. John Cena and Brock Lesnar are going to fight at WrestlePalooza.
I know, and I'm really excited for that.
Which, by the way, is on ESPN, the new ESPN
ESPN Plus
streaming app. So if you want to watch it live, you're going to have to get that.
It's $30.
$30, unless it's some cable companies are including it in their package if you have that, but most people are just going to be getting the streaming device or the streaming service. So it's $30. So, but we only have one match announced so far, and that's the John Cena Brock Lesnar.
Their match.
That'll probably headline it, I would imagine, probably the main event. So.
And they pulled a AEW and already had the the promo ready.
Yeah, so she's commented before, like they'll have a confrontation and announce a match, and then instantly they have a promo ready. Like a display of the two guys fighting and everything, and all the graphics done. And usually WWE doesn't do that. They'll have a match announced, and then later on you'll see a graphic. But this time they instantly had the graphic, like they knew it was going to happen. So.
And that's AEW.
That's AEW stuff. Come on, WWE, you can do better than that.
You can't pretend
right.
like it's something new.
But anyway, so we got through that, and the next match we got was Damian Priest and Aleister Black.
And Aleister Black attacked Damian Priest on the way to the ring.
Yeah.
And they were trying to just end it there because they never could even get the match started. But Damian Priest ended up like getting his wits about him and getting back in the ring, and it was a good match.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
I think they're gearing them up for WrestlePalooza.
Could be, because it was the end basically was Aleister grabbing the referee, distracting Damian, and then getting the finish to win. So it was kind of a cheap way to win. Obviously, Alistair's in full heel mode now because he tacked in from behind. He's cheating to win. So I mean, it was a great match. I didn't say it to you when it was going on, but I was like, Damien's spending an awful long time up at the ramp doing his entrance. And I was like, why is he up there so long?
Waiting on Alistair.
But he was waiting on Alistair to attack him. So so I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, but yeah, so they'll probably have another match, maybe at WrestlePalooza. We also got a announcement that next Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre are going to have a one-on-one match. They had a little, a staged promo. Each of them were in separate locations talking about the other person. So they announced that next week on SmackDown, they're going to have a match.
Yes. I would like to see. I thought that was going to be at WrestlePalooza too.
I did too.
And it doesn't mean that we won't see it at WrestlePalooza.
Right, it could end up screwy, and then they have a rematch. This is, I think, the third match they've had since the Randy has been back. And they always have good matches because they're both really great wrestlers.
And really hard hitters.
Yeah, big hard-hitted wrestlers. Yep. So that'll definitely be good. And then we went to a Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill are going to
Tiffy time! It's Tiffy time!
Yeah, Tiffany is going to be putting up the belt against Jade one more time. And, of course, it was the only way she won was because Jade's foot was on the ropes, or Tiffany's foot was on the ropes. And that's the only reason
it was
won.
true.
It did happen, but it doesn't mean that was the only reason that she lost. I mean, there was no there was no interference, there was no cheating.
Cheating is putting your feet on the rope.
No, that's not what happened. What happened is Jade was rolling her up, and she rolled her too far, and Tiffany's foot hit the rope.
Oh, you're talking about that. Okay.
Yeah, so Tiffany didn't cheat. It's just Jade, when she rolled her up too far, and she got on the ropes, and then Tiffany ended up winning the match with her moonsault later on. So Jade's going to have another opportunity. So we'll see. And then, what's her name? I can never remember.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax. Why does her name elude me? Anyway, so
you hate her so much.
I do. But she came. Jade was talking, and she popped in, and basically wanted to be the next challenger. And Jade's like, "No, you already had your chance. Now it's my turn." And so my guess is that she's going to be interfering in that match at some point. So we'll see what happens. But
or she comes in at the end and is like, I got next.
Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah. I don't think my honest opinion is Tiffany's not going to lose the belt on SmackDown. She's going to lose it on a pay-per-view.
Well, I don't know why you think that, because Rhea lost it on a Raw.
That's right. That was a shock, though. It doesn't happen often. It's not like it's something that happens all the time. So maybe we'll see. But that's next week on SmackDown.
Yes.
So next up, we had the U.S. Women's Championship, which was Julia as the champion. She was challenged by Michin.
And I know you feel like Michin is not that great. She's a second tier mid-carder.
She's a B mid-card woman that gets put with main girls, and then usually she'll lose those matches. She's a good wrestler, but she's not really a top tier.
And see, I don't feel like Julia is a top tier.
Yeah, I don't know why you say that. She was one of the top female wrestlers in Japan.
I didn't say she wasn't a great wrestler,
yeah, but she was like one of their A-level female wrestlers. So when she came over, I knew she was going to be a big deal.
So I feel like a top tier wrestler can do it all. They can do their promos. They put on a great show. It's entertaining. You could see the excitement of the night kind of went down a little bit with the crowd. Yeah. So it wasn't, even if she was like, Michin has been in some matches with Chelsea Green, who had the U.S. title before Zelina Vega, before Julia. When they would wrestle, like, it was still exciting. It was still fun, and it didn't feel that way for me. And she can't do her own promos.
Well, yeah, I think that's why you're not connecting with Julia, because she is Japanese. She doesn't have the mastery of the English language, so I
don't think they should have brought her over from NXT yet.
She's very basic. Well, but then you could say the same thing about Io Sky. She cannot barely talk English either, and yet she's one of the most popular female wrestlers on the roster.
She does her own promos, though.
She does, but her English is not good.
Right, it's broken.
Yeah, it's very broken.
But she can do her own promos. She can get through it. Yeah. And the crowd still loves her at the end.
Yeah.
And they're on their feet the whole time. Like, it's an exciting match every time Io Sky gets in there. So I'm not saying that Julia is not a great technical wrestler. I'm just saying she's not top tier.
Okay. That's fine.
If she could get through a promo, even with broken English, which is fine, if she could get through a promo and then keep the crowd excited, that is what. Or even if she did have Kiana James talking for her,
well, that's the thing. So she can't speak good English, so they put her with this Kiana James, which I'm not feeling this at all. It's just like thrown together. Kiana James isn't that great, to be honest, at the talking. So
the
why would
promos.
you put her with someone that isn't that great at promos? If you want to team her up with someone that can do her promos for her, get her someone that's really good at it. I'm not feeling Kiana James. I don't know if they'll be together that long. It
She
sounded
was
like
on. She was doing the same thing on NXT.
yeah, like she's gonna have this group of people or something, but I don't know.
An entourage.
We'll see what happens, but anyway, yeah. So as far as the match goes, it was a good match. Like I said, Michin always has good matches. Julia ended, but in the end, Julia ended winning, like I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. We feel differently about the match.
Yeah, but it was kind of like the low point of the evening, for a championship match and it having not much excitement. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we came back and actually we heard Seth Rollins' music hit. And we were like, she thought it, because we saw Mickey James earlier in the night, which we hadn't talked about. But Mickey James is, not Mickey James, Becky Lynch is there. Why do I have Mickey James on my mind? Becky Lynch was there, saying she wasn't going to cause any problems and all this. But so she's like, no, this is just Becky Lynch coming out. Seth's not really there. But then we look up in the stands and Seth Rollins is up there in the stands.
And the color of his like the boards, like the video for his music.
Yeah, his colors have changed. Now they're red and green. Looks like, yeah, which is a weird combination, but it still looked good. But yeah, Seth's up there and waving and singing to the crowd, but he's far from the ring, very far from the ring. So we go to commercial break. We come back and he announces his sexy, beautiful, best female wrestler in the world wife, Becky Lynch, who comes out.
And it's not just her saying it. ESPN has said it.
Yeah, she says,
I don't know. Chicago Tribune.
Sports Illustrated has said it.
Sports Illustrated.
All this stuff.
The Chicago Tribune.
Yeah, and then she just basically went on an everyone sucks thing, like all the teams in Chicago suck. CM Punk sucks, which of course
brought
cues the CM Punk music, and CM Punk comes out. He gets in the ring. We got more of what we got on Raw. Becky like smacking him around, slapping him, telling him, "What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do?"
He teases that Rhea's gonna come out. Like first, he teases that one of his sisters is gonna come out of the
stands because his sisters were there in the front row
at ringside.
Yeah, it's ringside. So
and he teases that, and then he teases that Rhea Ripley is gonna come out, and then that's when she starts smacking him and saying he should be embarrassed. He gets out of the ring like he did the last time, but this time he does not walk out.
He definitely did not. He said that he has somebody that won't. He said, "I will not put hands on a woman. That's something I will not."
Everyone
do.
knows I won't.
I won't do that. But I have someone that will. And the music hit, and who was it?
It was his wife.
His wife.
Come to beat that tail.
In case anybody doesn't know, his wife is AJ Lee.
Yes.
A very, very popular wrestler. She wrestled there for years. A little crazy.
They were asking for her when Becky did her thing.
Yeah.
So it was just crazy that they were already planning to have her come back.
Yeah, I think everyone was kind of expecting this to happen. I mean, I've been looking for this to happen ever since Punk got back, but now they have a reason to do it with Becky and Seth being together. So, yeah, AJ Lee comes down. She does her little what do they call that?
Demented skip.
Yeah, the demented skip to the ring. Does it all the way around the ring. Gives her husband a little look and then goes in the ring
and whips to tat in that
beat
tail.
the living hell out of her. Smack. Becky
she
exited
gets away
the ring as fast as she could.
And Becky attacked her first. Like she was just
she
standing
knew what was
there.
going to happen, so she just went after her, thinking she'd get the first hit in or whatever. But no. AJ just tore her up. So
and Seth comes down, but he doesn't jump over the ring, over the what do they call those?
Barricade?
The barricades until CM Punk gets in the ring with AJ.
Yeah.
And then he comes over and helps his wife out.
Yeah, they walk up the ramp.
Right.
Exiting. So looks like we're gonna have maybe we'll have a mixed
tag team match at WrestlePalooza. That might be great.
That would be great. So that's pretty much where the show wrapped up, and we'll have to wait and see what happens the next week.
Yeah. So WrestlePalooza is on September 20th. So you want to make sure you have your either subscriptions or make sure you check with your current cable company to make sure you have access to that prior to the 20th so that you have everything all set and ready to go. We have not done the subscription yet, but we will be. So that'll be
Well, we're getting it. We
something
just haven't got
to
it.
do.
We're kind of no reason to get it until the PLE is on. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, so make sure you have that.
Yeah.
And,
and then AAA's.
oh yeah.
What is the name of that PLE?
Worlds Collide.
Worlds
I believe
Collide.
Is what it's
Yeah.
called again. The same thing the first one had. That'll be on YouTube.
It'll be in
next week.
Vegas this year.
Yeah, it's in Vegas, and it's I think playing on YouTube like the last couple events had. So check that out. We'll be watching that. We'll probably give a review on that show as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
We really enjoy coming to you guys and being able to do this together. So
before you do leave, though, if you could hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with others, we'd appreciate it.
And
as always, acknowledge us.